Hello friends, in my last few lectures, I have discussed the concept of signal. What do you mean by a signal? How to define a signal? How to categorize a signal? That means signal having various categorization. So you can say either continuous time signal or discrete time signal, either continuous amplitude signal or discrete amplitude signal. That means whatever the signal you have, suppose the signal is xt. Xt means what? So you can consider the signal in this manner. Xt, x is amplitude, t is time. So x is amplitude variable, t is time variable. So whenever you are defining the signal, here this variable always is fixed for any signal. Because in our discussion point of view, we are always taking the independent variable as time. But this dependent variable may be voltage, may be current, may be electric field intensity, may be magnetic field intensity, may be velocity, may be force, may be anything else you can take. So anyway, x is a function of time. That means to plot this, you have to take this abscissa as time axis and this ordinate as x or amplitude axis. Now whatever the plot we will draw here, this is basically known as the signal plot. Anyway, with respect to time, it having two classifications, what I have already covered. One is continuous time, other is discrete time. With respect to amplitude, also it having two classifications. One is continuous amplitude, other is discrete amplitude. And combining all these, you can have four classifications or four categories. Either you can say continuous time, continuous amplitude, continuous time, discrete amplitude, discrete time, continuous amplitude, or discrete time, discrete amplitude. Also I have explained what is an analog signal and what is a digital signal. That means whenever you are discussing analog signal or digital signal, you have to mark only the amplitude axis, not the time axis. If with respect to amplitude, the signal is continuous, then you can say that is known as analog signal. If with respect to amplitude, the signal is discrete, then that is known as digital signal. No matter whatever the amplitude may have, whatever the time may have, the time may be continuous, the time may be discrete. That means whenever you are saying analog signal, the analog signal may be continuous in time or it may be discrete in time. Similarly, a digital signal may be continuous in time or it may be digital in or discrete in time. So analog signal means continuous in amplitude, digital signal means continuous in discrete in amplitude. That part also I have covered. So anyway, let me discuss about the special signals. These special signals are very important, without which it is very difficult to enter into the subject of signals and systems. So therefore, let me discuss about these special type of signals or special kind of signals, and we will discuss only one in my today's class. So that is basically your impulse, because it is very difficult or it is very time consumption if I will discuss all these special kind of signal in one class. It's not possible. So that is why one by one we will cover. Let me cover first what is basically an impulse. So see here, let me write down what are the special signals we should have to cover under this topic. So first special signal is impulse. Impulse is a very special signal what we will encounter in maximum times in the discussion of signals and system topic. Then unit step or simply you can say only step. In the discussion of step, I will say what is basically an unit step. Similarly, in the discussion of impulse, I will say what is an unity impulse. So anyway, then I will have to cover ramp, then parabolic, then signal, then exponential, then sinusoidal, then rectangular, then triangular, then sampling, then sync. So these are the special kinds of signals we will cover. So first today let me cover this impulse. That's very important and very interesting also. Let me cover this particular signal which is known as impulse signal. See here, what is an impulse? So before discussing before discussion of impulse, first of all I have to say from which signal impulse is obtained. Impulse is obtained basically from a rectangular signal. That means first of all you have to imagine a rectangular signal, and from that rectangular signal try to define impulse. What is an impulse? You can define in better way if you imagine a rectangular signal first. So now let us discuss. This is your time axis and this signal is a rectangular signal whose width you are knowingly taking as tau. That means this point you are taking minus tau by 2. This point is tau by 2, and here you should have to select the height in such a manner that the area becomes 1. So how to select the height? Now here what is the width? Width is tau. Then what will be the height? Height must be 1 by tau, so that the area is 1. Within the circle I am putting 1, means it represents area. So see here, this is time axis, this signal, suppose your xt, amplitude axis. So with respect to time, this plot is nothing but a rectangular signal plot. So now see, what I will do, I will reduce this width, but keeping in mind that I should not change the area. Area is the same 1. I will reduce the width by making the same area. Then what will happen? The definitely height will increase. See here how the height will increase. That means in this figure I will reduce the width. Suppose the width becomes tau dash and tau dash is less than tau. Now what I will do? I will reduce the width tau dash. This width is tau dash and this tau dash is less than tau. So definitely I should have to mark here, this is minus tau dash by 2, this is your tau dash by 2. Now, what will be the height so that the area same one? So height will definitely increase because width reduce, you know, width into height, that is basically area. Tau into 1 by tau, that is 1. So here width becomes tau dash. So height must be 1 by tau dash so that the area becomes 1. So that means you have to put here 1 by tau dash. And this signal, suppose we are saying x dash t. So that means you can write tau dash into 1 by tau dash, which is equal to 1. This is nothing but known as area. That means you have preserved the area, whatever the area you have previously, same area you have got in this case, but you have reduced the width and you have increased the height. Height automatically increases to get actually same area, to give same area. So now see, again what will do? This is your time axis. Again you just reduce the width. If you will reduce the width here I am drawing the plot. This is the width. What I have made. This is very small width, this is a very narrow width. Suppose this width you are saying tau double dash. Definitely this point becomes minus tau double dash by 2 to tau double dash by 2. And this height will definitely come by tau double dash so that the area becomes 1. Suppose this signal you are mentioning x dash t, this signal you can mention x double dash t. Now see, so first what you have taken a rectangular pulse whose width is tau and area is 1, so that the height is 1 by tau. Second, what you are doing? You are taking the same rectangular pulse but reducing its width. That means now the rectangular pulse became this. So here this is the rectangular pulse, width is a tau dash, height must be 1 by tau dash, so that the area becomes 1. Because you are maintaining the area 1, you are preserving the same area. So definitely height will increase. Now height suppose 1 by tau dash. See here, tau dash is less than tau. So definitely 1 by tau dash is greater than this height 1 by tau. It's very obvious. So that means here this is your tau dash, this is your 1 by tau dash. In the next stage what you are doing? Again you are reducing the width. That means suppose the width becomes tau double dash. And remember this tau double dash is also very less than tau dash. Then what happens? 1 by tau double dash definitely greater than this 1 by tau dash. So that means height automatically increases so that the area becomes 1. Same 1. Area is the same 1. So what happens here? If you make this width again narrower, that means you are reducing the width again. That means suppose the width is tends to 0, very small width, and you are preserving the same area as 1. You are not changing the area is same 1. And what is this width? So you are mentioning this width tends to 0. Definitely the height will tend to infinite. So that 0 into infinite, width into height, that will give the area, and this area is 1. Now this particular signal is very difficult to show in your paper, in your copy. So therefore it having a special type of graphical notation used, and that notation is just what? This is the special type of graphical notation which is used for the continuous time impulse. This is time axis, and this is special kind of graphical representation also having a special notation over this amplitude axis. This is del t. This signal is nothing but known as unit impulse. So see here the most important concept. Here you are taking the rectangular pulse, and this rectangular pulse knowingly you have taken the area 1, and this is an even signal. Why even signal? Because if you imagine here a mirror, then you will find exact replica of this side on this side and this side on this side. So therefore you can say this is basically even signal, odd signal classification also I will discuss later. For the time you just remember, you are taking knowingly a rectangular pulse which is even pulse, and width you are taking tau, height you have knowingly taken actually 1 by tau, so that you are getting area 1, area of this 1. Then what we are doing? We are reducing the width to preserve the area 1. When preserving the area 1, the height will automatically increases, and you have got the height is 1 by tau dash. Again you are reducing the width, so that the height will again increase, so that to get the area same 1. So when you just make this width tends to 0, then definitely height will tends to infinite. And what will be the area? Area same 1. That means you can write here 0 into infinity is equal to 1. In general, 0 into infinity is undefined. There are 3 possible cases what we have read in class level: 0 by 0 undefined, infinite by infinite undefined, 0 into infinite undefined. But undefined means what? It having a defined value for defined case. So here actually I am taking this case, and for this case you have got the defined value as 1. 0 into infinity, that means you are getting actually 1. See here. So this signal you are saying impulse, and this is basically the special type of graphical notation what you are using, and you are representing this function as a del t. Since this is a special function, special notation you are using del t. And how to define this signal from this graph? That's very obvious, very simple now. How to define this del t? You can define the del t in this manner. Look at this whiteboard. It is very simple. Once you understand this concept, that means you have taken a pulse, rectangular pulse. Then what you did? So you have reduced the width. Then automatically the height increases to preserve the same area. And whenever you are reducing again and again and again, you have got actually this signal. Now see how to define this signal mathematically. Del t, it is not equal to 0. This arrow represents it is tending towards infinite, because it is not possible to show in your copy. So very large height. So therefore this notation is used. There is an arrow. This arrow signifies it is tending towards infinite at t is equal to 0. That means at t is equal to 0, this value is not equal to 0. Rather it is tends to infinite, you can say. So this is that t is not equal to 0, and it is equal to 0 for t is equal to 0. And it is very important. That means what is the area? This area is 1. This impulse having area 1, because from which you have got this impulse from the rectangular pulse whose area was 1. So therefore this having area 1. So now how to represent the area mathematically? You know, mathematically you can represent the area by integration. So you can integrate from minus infinity to infinity, from entire time axis, from minus infinity to plus infinity time, you have to integrate, and you just find out what will be the area of this signal, and you will definitely get this area is 1. That means integration minus infinity to infinity del t dt is equal to 1. This 3 under the box is basically known as the definition of an unit impulse. Why unit impulse? Because its area is 1. If you take the rectangular pulse whose previous area was not 1, suppose anything else, suppose 2, 3, 4, a, etc., etc., then you cannot tell that that is basically an unit impulse. You can say that is an impulse having area 2 or having area 3 or having area a. Area sometimes known as strength. You can say that is an impulse having strength A, strength 2, strength 3. In this way, you can say the impulse. Try to discuss This concept, so that means this is the definition of unit impulse. It is very simple. Del is not equal to 0. That means 0, if you take time t is equal to 0, its value is not equal to 0, rather than it is tending towards infinite. It is equal to 0 at t is not equal to 0. It is t equal to 0. T equal to 0 means at any other time, sorry, this is equal to 0, this is not equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, its value not equal to 0. At t is not equal to 0, its value is 0. And this integration is equal to 1. See here, again I am showing you. So this is time axis. If you take t not equal to 0 means this time, all the values are 0. If you take t is equal to 0, here the value is tending towards infinite term, this value is not equal to 0. Value means x value. So x value, x means here you are taking del value. So del value is not equal to 0, t equal to 0, it equal to 0, t is not equal to 0, and area under this function is 1. So this is the definition of unit impulse. Since area 1, remember, since area 1, you are saying this is unit impulse. If area is not 1, then you cannot say this is unit impulse. You can say impulse having area something. Area maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 8. So now see, suppose you are discussing another case, that means not unit impulse. Then how to discuss? That means what you will do? So you have to take a rectangular pulse knowingly whose width is minus tau by 2 to tau by 2, and height you are taking, that means here what is the width? Total width is tau. You have to take height in such a manner that area is not 1, suppose the area is A. So that means you can say this is A by tau. Tau multiplied by A by tau, this will give the area, this will give the area A. This signal suppose x. So what you will do? Reduce the width, then preserve the area 1, preserve the area A, then height will automatically increase. So here you just see, this is time axis. So reduce the width, suppose the width is this, height will automatically increase, so that you will find the same area A. So now, suppose the width is tau dash. Now at this point you can say tau dash by 2 minus, this is tau dash by 2. And here, this height will be, if this is tau dash, what must be multiplied with it so that you can get A? This height, suppose A by tau dash. A by tau dash multiplied with tau dash, then you will get a A. Now this is not suppose x dash. Now again you just reduce the width so that this same area A is preserved. That means, what signal you will find here? If you reduce the width again, height will again increase to preserve the same area A. So see here, this is suppose tau double dash. From this point you can say minus tau double dash by 2, this is tau double dash by 2. Now the height, what will be the height so that area is 1? Height must be 1 by tau double dash. So that you will find tau dash, tau double dash multiplied by 1 by tau double dash, that will give you A. So further, if you reduce the width again, so see here, what happens? I am erasing here. So if you reduce the width again, see here, suppose this is a very narrow width. You are making the width very narrow. Suppose this width tends to 0. If the width tends to 0, what will be the height to make same area? Height must be A by 0. Definitely. So that means what will be the area? Area is the same A because you are preserving the same area. So A by 0 into 0, that must be A. Come on, here you can say A by 0. A by 0 is 1. This is tends to infinite. That means again you are getting same form infinite to 0, that is equal to A. See here, the beautiful concept. So whenever you are reducing the width tends to 0, height tends to infinite because A by 0 is infinite. But area remains A. So this signal, it is also not possible to show your copy. So therefore, a special type of graphical notation used for this signal to represent the same signal. This is also same type what you have covered in case of your unit impulse. This is the impulse signal having area A you have right here, and this signal you can say xt, in place of xt you can use A del t. So how to define actually A del t? A del t is not equal to 0 or t is equal to 0. See here, I am defining at this place so that it will be visible to you. So how to define this impulse? This particular signal you can define in this way. See here, this is your impulse signal and you can define this impulse in this manner, A del t. This is your A del t. A del t is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0 or t is equal to 0. It is equal to 0 or t is not equal to 0. T is not equal to 0 means 0 means any point you just consider. It is not equal to 0 time. So therefore the height is 0. Height is 0. And most important point is area under this curve is A. Integration minus infinity to infinity A del t dt, that is equal to A. This is the definition of impulse having strength A or area A. Area sometimes known as the strength, impulse having strength A, having this definition. Now see, what is the important point here? When I will write del t, what is represented just before it? 1. This 1 is not height, it is area. Suppose 2 del t, this 2 is not height, this 2 is not amplitude, it is area. 3 del t, this 3 is not amplitude, this 3 is not height, it is area. That means A del t, whatever notation, whatever you are mentioning before this del, this represents area, not amplitude. Very important concept for impulse. This is area, not actually height. Height of this is infinite. 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 And all these heights, this signal height infinite, you will get at t equals 0. This signal height infinite, you will get at t equals 0. This signal height is infinite, you will get at t equals 0. That means t is equal to 0. This signal height also infinite, you will get at t equals 0. T is equal to 0. Every impulse signal having the height tends to infinite, but area, this impulse 1, this impulse 2, this impulse 3, this impulse 8. So impulse to impulse, what is a variable thing? Area is the variable thing from impulse to impulse. So therefore the area is the most important concept whenever you are discussing any impulse. This is the definition of impulse, and this particular signal what I have covered, this is the idea of impulse. So I think all of you understood what is an impulse signal, what is an unit impulse signal, and what is an impulse signal. Impulse means strength may be anything, area may be anything. Unit impulse means area must be 1. So anyway, in my next video I will cover another important special kind of signal which is known as step signal. That is also very, very important, because these signals, first of all, you should understand thoroughly. Otherwise, it is very difficult to discuss the rest of the signal systems topics. Anyway, thank you very much. Again, I am saying, please subscribe my channel and please click on the bell icon, so that whatever the notification I have, that will reach you first. And don't forget to share among your friends. So if you share, my video will reach to all the peoples in our country, in the nation, and also everybody will be benefited. So thank you very much.